Good afternoon, YouTube. It's me, I'm always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, yesterday I got my ticket reservation for my train ride to Savannah, Georgia, and this is really feel like I finalized it. I think right now I just gotta put a few things together, get my clothes together, and then officially I will be going off Savannah. Now I will not leave till about a little around 6, and it's gonna be a good ride because you know what, it's been a long time since I've been on a train. I can't remember it since I was maybe when I was younger. I've ever been on a train, but you know what, this tells me that this is official. My room is already reserved. Like I said, Friday I'm going to wait to get my tickets for the show because I don't want to get them today because I feel like if something happens, I can use that money for something else. Because the fact is, you're not going to get a refund from these tickets. If you've ever been to a show, they don't refund you. And hell no, I'm not going to. I ain't going to eat that money. So anyway, I saw this on the Windsor Strength IG that we have a special guest poser, and that is the two-time Miss Olympia champion and Windsor Strength ambassador Andrea Shaw. And she's going to be, like I said, guest posing at the Savannah Pro. And you know what? This is a great opportunity. Oh my God, to get to see her live in person. Like I said, I'll probably never get a chance to go to the Rising or the Olympia. It takes some money if you want to go over to Vegas. Now, when it was in Orlando, I feel like I had a shot at saving some right money. But, now it's already back in Vegas. I got to fly down. I want to fly. So, I might do it one day. But, this is a great thing to see the champion at this event. Also, another lady going to be at this event is number 4 on the Miss Olympia list, and that is Mona Persolet. As you know, Mona has moved from Canada to Texas, and Mona's one of the best posers in the women's bodybuilding division. And she's won this title before. And I was wondering when was she going to peak, because one point I thought she was going to do Tampa again and maybe, get a qualification that appeared that way, or, another show. But from what I'm hearing, she's going to focus on the Rising Phoenix. She's one of the competitors invited. She's also a Windsor Strength ambassador. It's going to be tough, as you know. It's going to be hard to beat the champion. But if she gets enough points, she can possibly, either she's more likely is going to tie, because I think it's 9 points. She has 12 points because she's in a 4-way tie with three other competitors. And she needs just enough points to get her into the point standing, or just to win the show. But like I said, she's not going to be Andrea Shaw. Not going to be Andrea Shaw. So anyway, the list was dropped yesterday. No, actually, sorry, not Tuesday. And I said, this is a pretty good list. You have 15 pro female bodybuilders, but out of the 15. 13 are competing in open, while 2 are competing in the master class. As you know, at the Linda, there's going to be 4 divisions: women's bodybuilding, women's physique, men's physique, I think men classic, and bikini. And each of those divisions will have a master class of 40 plus. So, it's just a pretty good list. I mean, 15 competitors. I wish the other 2 competitors competed in masters, maybe make it a little more expansive, but you know how it is. Anyway, but when I looked at this list and I saw the people on this, I was kind of surprised at one of them, most definitely. One lady who I didn't think was going to do this show, and I thought she might be doing another show, and that is Irene Anderson, the big sweet herself. Now, I thought Irene would probably do a show like Portugal or maybe the Romanian Muscle Fest, because, the Europa Championship is about the same week as the Rising Phoenix. So, and I remember I reached out to her a while back about while she was down here in America. Well, she was in Mexico with Hella. Was she thinking about maybe, doing a show here? And she said not at that time because she had to go back home and things she had to do. But, she's doing this show, so she has 11 points. So all she needs is to win the show, or, it's only 4 points of this show, so she'll get 15. And it's like I said, right now, Cheryl Meyers has 17 points. So, it's going to be really close for her. Next up, we have the debut of Christina Bryant. She's debuting as a bodybuilder. She's also a Windsor Strength ambassador. As you know, the last few years, Christina has been competing as a physique competitor. So, welcome to Women's Open. Here we also have Victoria Dominguez. As you know, Victoria competed at Tampa, and she got 4th place. So, this is going to be the second show for the year. Next up, we have Eva Dunbar. Eva Dunbar is from Canada, and I'm a big fan of female riders from Canada. Eva competed last year at Tampa and also at Savannah Pro, so this will be her return to Savannah. Then we also have Ashley Hadley, the champion of the Savannah Pros. 3 years ago when Savannah was debuting, she won the first show. Now, last year she only did the Rising Phoenix. I thought she was going to do Savannah to, defend her title, but she decided to focus on the Rackets, in which she had 6. So there's a possibility she's, how she's been looking. She's has put on a lot more size than from last year, and I think she could be truthfully a contender. So let's wish all luck to Ashley Hadley. Next up we have here is Miss Amy Hoke. It's Hoke. I won't get the name right. And she's from, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That is, she's from my home state. Well, actually, my next door neighbor. And, I would like to meet her. Maybe do an interview with her in the future. Because, it's great to talk to somebody who's just down the road from where I live at. Well, how we say it south, we say down the road, but she's really a good ways from where I stay at. But I'm close to South Carolina border. Also, we have here one Miss Jessica Hyman, and this I believe will be her bodybuilding pro debut. Next up, we have here is Jeannie Lakowsky. As you know, Jeannie competed at the Atlanta just a few months back, and last year she did at least 3 or 4 shows. She got point qualification for the Olympia, but this year this is the second show she has done. So it's gonna be really close for Jeannie. I mean, she took 6 at the Atlanta, and I think that's not enough points for qualification. So, but we wish the best of luck to Jeannie. Like I said, I follow on social media. I think she's a great lady. We have here Miss Cheryl Meyers. As you know, Miss Meyers was a physique competitor, and she switched over to bodybuilding at Tampa. And she competed in the 3 masters class. I think she did, or 40 plus, 50 plus, and 55 plus. Where I think she won in the 55 plus divisions against Michelle Brent. And she's also a cancer survivor. So this is going to be her second show as a pro bodybuilder. And we have a lady who I've become acquainted with, a wonderful young lady from Jersey, a Jersey girl, and that was one Miss Sheena Oleg. Now, Miss Oleg, this is going to be a 3rd show for her. Now, she did Chicago a couple of months ago, where she took 4th place. Wasn't her best showing. Then Tampa, where she took 2nd. So there's a possibility. I think there's going to be a fight between her and Asha for Olympic attendance. If she gets 4 points, she already has 12 because she's in the four-way tie with Mona Persolet, Stephanie Fletcher, and a bodybuilder from Brazil. I forgot her name. So if all she needs is just get 16 points, she can be right behind Shira Priami in the point system. Now we also had return Isabel Tyrell. Now we have not seen Isabel for quite a long time, and it's been I think she hadn't competed since 2018. As you know, she's been working with the Wings of Strength, with their part of their podcast, which is called Fit Rockstar. So wish her a good return. I've seen her pictures of her and videos of her. She looks pretty good. She looks really tight. Next up, we have one Miss Monica Vega. And Miss Vega, this will be her 2nd show as a pro, but her 1st show as a female bodybuilder. And so congratulations and welcome to the bodybuilding division. Next up, we have a competitor. I couldn't find a picture for her, so I get a silhouette. Her name is Reba Williams. I don't know much about her, and from the information I can gather, she doesn't know to me. Now, we have the 40 plus, which is in that division. We have Amy Hoke, Jessica Hyman, Cheryl Meyers, Monica Vega, and also we have Michelle Brett. And this will be the last show for Michelle Brett. She announced this. After this, she's done. She will officially retire from professional bodybuilding. So, Michelle Brett, is I would say, is one of the last of the true female bodybuilders. She's been competing for 30 years. A good amount was in the NPC, and after I think finally she gets turned pro, it's been a long time, nearly about 10 years ago. And, I've been in contact with her, on and off, and I'm hoping to get a chance to get an interview with her sometime soon. As you know, she runs a company with her husband, and she's doing it to dedication to our dear friend, Mr. Rhonda Lee Charisma. So, best of luck to her. As you know, she's pleading at 40 plus. She did a few shows. She did the New York first of the year. She did Toronto, and she did the World's Masters Championship. And, we want to wish her best of luck in this show. Also, we have another lady making debut. It's Christina Ward, and this would be her bodybuilding debut at Women's Bodybuilding 40 plus. So, wish you get to look at this show. Now, this is the list for the women's physique. And I'm telling you, this is a long list. There are a lot of, it's a stack list. And I believe it's at least over 20 women to show. But you also have the 40 plus division. We have nearly about 14 women on this list too. So, like I said, physique is always a stacked division. Now, first up, we have Whitney Armstrong. Now, last year, Miss Armstrong competed at the Savannah as a bodybuilder. She also competed at Omaha as a bodybuilder. Now she's going back to Physique. She's from Charlotte, North Carolina. That's good, like I said, about like Myrtle Beach. It's a good hop, skip, jump away from where I stay at. So we wish the best of luck. Another hometown, just as a hometown competitor to me, home state. We have here Miss Orlandria Balan, if I will get a name right. She competed at the New York Pro early this year, and this could be her second show. She's also competing in the Masters 40 plus division. Also, we have here one Miss Brittany Brickman, and she is from New York, and this will be her Physique Pro debut. We have one Miss Cara Baruth, and she is competing in Open, and also she's doing 40 plus. Also, we have Robin Burney, another lady who's been competing a good while. She competed at the World Masters World Championship, and she'll be competing in Open Physique and also in 40 plus. Also, we have here is Pamela Canfield, and Miss Canfield, she competed at the Chicago Pro about almost about a couple of weeks ago, just about a month, shy of a month ago, and this would be her, I believe, her second pro show since Texas. Also, we have here is one Miss Lynn Karen, and that's actually Dr. Lynn Karen because she's a doctor, and she will be competing both in Open and Women's Plus. Also, we have Nikki Chartrand. Nikki Chartrand, I've been in contact with her a good bit. She's from Canada also. She's good friends with the lady I've become friendly with, Miss Melly Horton. And she will be competing this show. And also she will be competing at the the Arnold UK show. It's one of, I think, 12 female physique competitors. As you know, that show decided to have women's physique this year. And, she's been to Olympia last year. So this is going to be her. She's competing both in Women's Open and also in Women's 40 plus. Next up here, we have more Miss Laura Connell. I think this is going to be her pro debut. Also, we have Miss Susan Davis, who competed at the Tampa show. She did Women's Open and 40 plus at that show, and both her and Laura are doing this same thing at this show. Next up, we have here one Miss Lindsay Diaz, and she is competing in both Open. I think, she can Open, just Open. Next up, we have here is Luciana Esqualen from up the road. Really, just a lot closer than the other places. She's in Fayetteville, and Fayetteville is just a good, like I said, it's just a good skip from where I stay at. And she'll be both competing in Women's 40 plus and also in Open. We have here is another lady by the name of Lenora Friera, who competed at the Masters World Championship. She'll be competing in both Women's Open and 40 plus. Also, we have a lady I become acquainted with, one Mrs. Kira Hall. Kira competed at Tampa, and she's going to do the Open at this show, but she did also Open and 40 plus at Tampa. So I want to wish Kira good luck. I know can't wait to meet her husband, Steven. He's a great guy. We had fun. I finally get to see them both in person. And this is a great thing about this going to this show, to get to see these ladies in these persons that I've done interviews with. Well, here we have Ann Gruber. Ms. Ann Gruber, she's competed at both. She did Omaha and she did Tampa. Omaha and Puerto Rico. She won the women's Masters at Puerto Rico, and she's going to be doing just the Open at this show. Next up, we have here is Natalie Joran. I think this is going to be her debut. Then we have here Olivia Lupa, and this is also going to be her debut as a pro. Alicia Monu, I want to get the name right because I did a video about her. This is going to be her. I think she got in PD since the Rising, I believe, last year. Then we have one Miss Sydney Reyes. I did a video about her a while back. She did Tampa. She did both Open and 40 plus, so she's doing the same thing at this show. We have here Amy Richardson, who also did Open and 40 plus at the Tampa, and she's doing it at this show too. We have another lady that I couldn't find anything on her. Her name is Barbara Stollard, and I didn't have no information on it, but I know she's from Florida. So this might be her debut, or it might be her second show for the season. Like I said, I don't follow a lot of other shows, but don't have real about me, especially with Physique. Then we have here is Blanca Valak. And she's going to be her second pro show since she got her pro card last year, 2021, at the Masters Championships. So we're going to wish her luck. She competed at Tampa, just no more than about a couple of weeks ago. Here is Sheena Washington. And Sheena, I think we had PC Sarah since last year. So this will be her first show for the season. I know I saw her working out with Ashley Hadley on IG a while back. I even asked Ashley, was she thinking about going up to bodybuilding? Because she's very impressive. But, Ashley said, I should ask her. And I did ask her, and I don't think she's, responded to it yet. But we hope so. We can use all more bodies in women's open. Next, here we had Winsome White, and will be her first show of the season. We hadn't seen her since the last year's Tampa. And then we have Natalie Rae Wolfe. And Miss Wolfe is also doing women's open and also 40 plus. She competed both at Omaha and Chicago this year. So, she's been pretty busy. So, so this is pretty much a long list of ladies. I think counting all together, 20 some physique competitors, 15 some female bodybuilders. And that's a good amount of bodies. Then you got men's classic and also men's classic and bikini. Now, this show, I thought I was going to see some more competitors. Most definitely, I know when I did my live stream on Monday, I thought, Cheryl Meyers was going to do a show, but my guess she's going to hold off because she's already has 17 points. She's right behind Miss Jen. I know a couple ladies who I thought was going to do the show, but situations came up and had to drop out. I was hoping to get to see them in person, but it's kind of like, I understand. I understand that. The fact is the cost of traveling and all that stuff and things you got to do. And some women are really saving themselves for the shows, like especially for a couple of ladies I know are physique competitors. There's still some more shows they can do later on in the season. For the women bodybuilders, it's the end of the road is really, you only have truthfully, you have 3 shows, but truthfully you have 2 that actually are Olympia qualification. That is the European Championship and the Romania Muscle Fest. As you know, if you check this calendar, I think the Europa is on the same week as the Rising Phoenix, and the Muscle Fest is, I think, the week after Rising. So ladies who have not participated in the show yet, those who ain't got invited to the Rising, do the Europa show. That's a good opportunity to maybe get your qualification for the Olympia or just get enough points we can get in. So anyway, the show's going to be on Saturday. And I think it starts around about 8 o'clock. And like I said, also they're going to have a live stream. So if you want to watch it and check it out, where, I'm going to go see it live. And this is something exciting for me. I mean, for a long time, I've always watched bodybuilding on TV or on the internet. Never really been there in person. And where I stayed, there was not a lot of bodybuilding shows. I think there's some now. But, with this one, this is something, it's just something I always want to do. I'm getting out of my own comfort zone, going someplace that I've never been to before. Last time I've been on a trip, I usually go with family or friends like that, but this is the first trip I'm going by myself. My older sisters be worried about me because you never went by yourself anywhere. But now, what? I'm over 40 years old. And you know what? Now that I don't have the responsibilities I had before, I have the time I can do this, and that's why I want to do this. The opportunity to see these athletes, not just the ladies, but also the men, to see them in person, to see them perform, to see the work they put into this sport, and it's just exciting for me, being a fan of these ladies for as long as I have, and to the opportunity to see it live and in person. And maybe even see some of these ladies, get to talk to these ladies, the ones that I follow on social media, the ones I've become friendly with, the ones I've done interviews with, just to see them. And just, I'm just freaking out a little bit. Last night I didn't sleep too much because I was just, I feel like it was the clock was ticking. And, for you guys who've been to a show in person, who knows the experience, I really would love to hear your stories. You can post them in the description. You can post them in the comment section, and tell me what was your experience going to your first bodybuilding show. And I won't say what will be my last. I have to really, I would love to go to the Olympia one day, but I gotta really save some money, and then I gotta learn to be comfortable with flying. But maybe somewhere down the road, I might want to go see Tampa. Maybe I might go to see Atlanta because Atlanta is just about as close to Savannah, or maybe another show. I got family in New Jersey. They do New York Pro in Teaneck, New Jersey. I got an aunt that lives in Patterson. So, maybe I can go see that show sometime. Save my aunt and just, save me a cost of a motel room or stay with some family. But this is just a great experience for me to go see a show in person. And, I'm going to take some pictures, try to get some video. It's one thing to show you can't take video, and you got to be careful. You got to be very discreet when you take pictures because, they don't want you to take pictures because everything, especially put them on live, something like that, video on live. And, somebody told me, told me to take some pictures, be discreet. I'm a big dude. They be paying attention to me. They be looking at me, see what that big dude doing there with the camera, with his phone in his hand. So I'm just going to use best of my memory. But like I said, I'm going to take some videos and pictures at the venue. And like I said, I'm going to post it. I'll probably do a live after the prejudging and also after the finals. So I can tell you the experience, what I'm experiencing. Maybe even do a live before the show. But like I said, folks, I really appreciate y'all for supporting me. And like I said, my channel is still growing. I'm still, hoping get some more interviews in the future. Maybe get some connections with these ladies, and maybe get them to come on my channel and tell a story. Because you know what, these ladies have a great passion for the sport, and I love to hear the story. I love people who love to share, know how these ladies get into sport and their path and their history. But most respect to all the athletes, men and women supported bodybuilding. Respect their commitment and passion. Now, like I said, I'm going to leave the link to the pay-per-view in the description. So if you want to check it out and watch it, at home, maybe actually watch it home. You know what? I want to experience this thing in up close and personal for myself. But much respect to all the competitors, much respect to all my followers and subscribers, and wish me good luck in my trip to Savannah. And we just may always your page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.